button. What the heck? All right. I got too excited that I was ready to go live early. So I got too excited for it. Okay. Hold on. Let me go over here and get some products on the shop. How you doing? Add products. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? I'm about to give that one away, so I probably shouldn't even put that on there. And then I have a couple of these. We'll give those. Dog Mama, how you doing? Did you have a good day? What day is it? Wednesday? Did you have a good Wednesday? It is hot. I have heard that from everybody in my life about 50 million times today. It is hot outside. It is 100 degrees. We are hot. I was just in the garden trying to get some things done just to keep it from the heat, because good night. But, you know, it is what it is. You can't do anything about the weather. So, all right, let's just, hi, Lisa. How are you? I'm getting all this products on the shop. And then we will be ready to do our first giveaway. All right, I think I'm a little late. I mean, a little early. Not late. Early, right? A little early. All right, we got it. I got all the products on the shop now. It's like, Ivana, how are you? I have to do about 50 million things to get ready to go live, and then to be live, and then to get ready to be done being live. Yeah, not going outside. So I went outside just to water the garden. That's the only, I mean, just to turn on the sprinkler, not the big sprinkler, the irrigation system we have in the garden that doesn't waste water, you know? And so we have that going. I say that because people are like, y'all in a drought. We are, but we are apparently allowed to run our irrigation system in our drought. Andrea, how are you? Ivana. Okay, I'm gonna start this giveaway. We're doing what happens when women say yes to God, because I think it's really important to know that when we say yes to God, we have a huge amount of opportunity to change the world and people's lives and souls and all of those things. So thank you for sharing the live, Lizzie Lou. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Happy 4th of July. It's getting ready to be 4th, right? Saturday, 4 million degrees. I don't even know if they're going to let us do fireworks here. They were talking about fireworks, and they were talking about not doing fireworks. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. We'll see. Publishing the giveaway, though. What happens when women say yes to God? How you doing? Are you having a good afternoon? Thursday. We're doing free purchase of the Liberty tea, just so you know. And the giveaway should have started. So there's the new Liberty tea. So free with purchase tonight is a sample of our Liberty elderberry tea. Look at this. Look at the little cuteness. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, look at the stars. Can you see them? They're kind of hard to see almost, but they're red, white, and blue, or well, red, silver, and blue maybe, to help bring out the Liberty part, right? I made the tea today. Gina bagged it up for us. Hey, Nina. Hey, Diana. Hillbilly Ellis, how are you? Kay, how you doing? All right, let's do a I'm so glad. Okay, my story. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. I did not write this, just so you know. I'm just reading it. Thank you for the daily. God untangled my need for approval with the challenge to live for an audience of one. This is why you don't need approval. You only need God's approval, okay? Whenever I've stepped out to do something I felt God calling me to do, the voices of criticism and condemnation have been there to greet me. Early on in ministry, the voices were loud and cruel. You'll never be a speaker. You're not wanted. Look at you. Do you really think God could use someone like you? Sometimes I measured myself against other people. She's so clever. She's so educated. She's so connected. Who am I to compare to all that? Gradually, I shrank back. I pulled away. I put up a front of perfection with carefully crafted words and a house and kids that looked just right. Polished on the outside, yet completely undone on the inside. Eventually, the Lord called my bluff. He's good at that. I was simultaneously going through the book, Experiencing God by Henry Blackaby and Victory Over the Darkness by Neil Anderson. Often I would have tears stream from my eyes while attempting to get through the lessons, but one day it was more than just tears. It was sobs pouring from my chest, so heavy with burdens I thought I might literally break apart. Down on my face, I asked God to speak to me. What I heard in reply was one simple yet life-changing question. Will you share your story? Yes, I will share my story. The good parts, the parts that are safe and tidy and acceptable. But safe and tidy and acceptable were not what God is looking for. He wanted the impossible. Totally impossible. Absolutely impossible in my own strength. But God wouldn't drop it. He met every one of my arguments with scriptures about relying not on my strength but on Him. He untangled my need for approval with the challenge to live for an audience of one. He helped me see where the voices of doubt were coming from and challenged me to consider the source. And quite simply, He kept whispering, He loved me, over and over again. The first time I shared my story was nothing but an act of absolute obedience. I kept my head down, my guard up. I expected the ladies listening to all stone me. Especially when I got to the part about her, I don't think I can say it out loud because I think I'll get in trouble, but her baby that didn't make it. The shame of all the abuse and rejection was nothing compared to the shame of my choice to lose a child. I wept over that choice. I repented. I'd gone to God hundreds of times and asked for forgiveness. I'd laid it down every time there was an altar call, but nothing brought the redemption that this day brought. As I stood shaking at the podium, I shared exactly what and how God asked me to share. And then the miracle happened. When I finished and dared to look up at their reactions, tear-stained faces were looking back at me. Mouths were whispering, me too, me too. In that moment, I finally understood what Satan means for evil, God can use for good. Seeing God use the very thing that made me feel utterly worthless to help others changed everything. I was finally free from Satan's chains of shame and could see his lies for what they were. In that moment, I felt victorious, not in my own power, but in the Lord's strength and the ability to use all things for good. Without that decision of obedience, I would not have been able to see how God wanted to work in the lives of so many women that night. My saying yes to God gave others the courage to say yes to Him as well. Burdens were lifted, lives were changed, hidden secrets were touched by grace. It's a beautiful thing when women say yes to God. In what way is He calling you to say yes? Dear Lord, thank you for making the impossible possible. Thank you for taking every event in my life and using it for good. You are worthy to be praised. In Jesus' name, amen. That's pretty powerful right there. I don't even know if I would be strong enough to share that. Not that that's a lot. That's big. It's huge, right? He asks us to share our story. He asks us to share who we are. And we all make, hey Patty, really bad decisions sometimes. The wrong decisions. Decisions that are not of God. Decisions that we don't consult Him before we make. We're not perfect. And sometimes we don't even know who God is before we make that decision or before we made that decision as a child. If we weren't raised to know Jesus, if we weren't raised to follow Him, if we weren't raised to be in His presence and know His love, know His strength, we didn't know Him. And we made decisions that weren't of Him. And then when we started to know who He was, we felt shame for the decisions we did make. But here is the beauty of this whole thing. Jesus loves you regardless. Jesus forgives you when you apologize. Jesus forgives you always. Jesus loves you always. And when he forgives you, he doesn't forgive you so that he can bring it back up later. You know what I mean? Like, there's people out there in this world, in this life, that forgive you so they can still bring it back up. You sure? Because this still happened in your life. He doesn't do that. God does not do that. That's the big deal. See, so you should not do that to yourself. And that's what I think a lot of people forget. And Satan picks at our memories. He picks at our bad decisions. He picks at our shame. He picks at our sadness. He picks at our depression. He picks at our anxiety by showing us what we did wrong over and over and over if we allow him. Right? But it's up to us, right? It's up to us to remember that God's grace is everlasting, that he forgives you, and that he forgets. And if he forgets, you can forget. Look, when you share your story about what you went through, I want you to understand that you are not going to be alone. Sharing your story is important. I'll say this every day that I am here, that I am live on this shop, on this site, every day. Sharing your story is important. Sharing who you are, what you've gone through, is important. And there will be people close to you that will give you mess for it. They will give you some kind of mess, and you'll be like, listen, I don't have time for this. But more importantly, there will be strangers that relate and need to know that they are not alone. There's so many people in this world that think they are alone. They think they're the only ones that made that decision. They're the only ones that made a bad decision. They're the only ones that did something that wasn't of God. When people become Christians and they say yes to Jesus, and then they feel shame for the things they did in the past, we have to set an example for them to know that, yeah, we all do that, but he forgives us all, and he forgives us all. You don't have to carry it around. It doesn't have to be this weight. It doesn't have to be it. He forgives you always. So I'm saying yes to God. What are you saying yes to God about today? That's my question to you. That's my question to you. The things that she talks about in here, where she talks about, I can't be a speaker. Why would that happen? Why would I be a speaker? I cannot do it. This is not me. They've gone through my head too. They've gone through my head too. But every single day, almost, except for like last night when I was messing in the garden, we hit the button. We start the live, and we share the devotion, and we share how Jesus loves you. Yeah, we share all of our business stuff too, but this is first. This is foremost, and at the end we share the same, and in the middle with the affirmations always. I'm not any more special than you are. I'm just doing what he asked me to do. I'm just doing what he asked me to do. I'm just saying yes every single day. Just so you know, you're not alone. And you're amazing. All right. Who is Jesus? Jesus is the person who loves you every day, all the time. How you doing? We are live dual on the TikTok shop and YT, and YT is wild over there. But we are dual on both places, sitting here, hanging out and saying yes to God and giving away this devotional on the TikTok. And then we are going to talk about our new teas and all that fun stuff. But first, I want you to know that this devotional is amazing because it tells a lot of great stories. I think this is the last one that I'm giving away. Honestly, we give away more devotionals than we sell, and I'm totally okay with that. Thank you for the daily. I think that whoever needs one is gonna be the one that wins it, and TikTok picks the winner. So go up here and hit the button and hit add comment, so that way you are part of the giveaway. TikTok picks who wins. But I don't know, if I could go back and look at my stats on TikTok shop, I could probably show you every single live where we've given away one or more devotionals. One live or 2 lives. We've given away 10 at least. And does it bother me that we have these and that we then give them away? Absolutely not. Does it bother me that we don't sell as much than we give away? Absolutely not. You know why? Because it is our first and foremost goal for you to know that you are loved, for you to know that you are awesome, for you to know that Jesus knows who you are, for you to know that he made you, for you to know that you matter, for you to know that you are forgiven, for you to know that somebody loves you out there and that you are here for a purpose and that he will help you along that purpose, that he will give you the strength and the knowledge, that he is here for you every single day, even when it feels like nobody else is. Even when it feels like nobody else is. Even when it feels like you're all alone. Tammy. Even when it feels like you're all alone, he is always here for you. Every day. And that is why we come live. And that is why we give away the devotionals. Because it matters. You matter. Your soul matters. All right. Who's going to win this giveaway? We only have about a minute and a half left. So go up there and get that giveaway in so we can see who's going to win this one. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the dailies. Thank you for all of that. I truly appreciate you for being here and liking and entering the giveaway and subscribing and following. And if you're on the YT, we would greatly appreciate you over there as well. We're working to open our store. And so if you are on the YT and you go over there, thank you for the gifts and the dailies. You guys are so sweet. That would be amazing. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for all those things. Okay. I'm saying yes to God is our affirmation. And my hope is that you don't just put it out there, but that you say it. That you say it out loud. That you say, I'm done. I'm saying yes to God. I got this. He's got me. There's got to be something else out there. You know, a lot of times people say there's got to be something else out there. How are you so happy? How are you strong? How do you not let people's words bother you? How do you just stay confident in this? It's all him. It's not me. How do you develop this business? How do you develop all these teas? How do you do all this? How do you whatever? It's not me. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki, for also being on the YT. It's not just me. It's Jesus. It's not me. I'm just obedient. I'm just obedient. That's all. Obedience can be difficult, but it is necessary. And he will get you through it. You know, sometimes obedience is so hard. Were you a child and you were like, your mama would tell you something or your daddy would say something and you'd be like, I really want to talk back, right? I don't care. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do that. I don't do what they ask me to do. Obedience is hard, but you can do hard things. Who's the winner? Joe. Congratulations, Joe. Congratulations, Joe. Okay, we're going to get things started. If you want me to flash sales, please feel free to ask. We have a brand new tea tonight. Brand new tea tonight. And we had it the other night. We have it again tonight. Tonight we're going to do samples with purchase. I wasn't going to do that, but then I thought it's going to be here a whole month. So we're going to do it, okay? Because it's going to be here a whole month. It is our Liberty Blend elderberry tea. I am going to put it on the flash sale. It is delicious. I can just tell you right now, it is so, so good. It has elderberries. It has a little bit of vanilla in it. It has strawberries. It has blueberries. It has elderflower. It has, it has lemon. And it is delicious. Okay, Nikki, I think yours is going out in the morning. It's packed up over here. So this is our brand new tea. If you want to grab it, it's getting ready to be on the flash sale. And then we're going to start talking about our elderberry syrup. If I haven't met you before, hi, my name is Kristen. What is the latest on the other one you told us about? Are you talking about the beverage infusion, Odia? Which one are you talking about? Let's see, let's put this on the flash sale. Yes. Okay, so the latest is that I made an entire gallon of lemonade with that, and my kids and husband absolutely loved it. So I am pretty close to getting ready to be done with that one. Hi, Mr. Elderberry. I'm pretty close. Maybe in the next day or two. I'll have that one. I'll have that one down pat. On July 11th, I need to schedule this, but on July 11th, we're going to have a live. We're going to, how did I schedule it the other time? We're going to have us alive on July 11th for Christmas in July. That's going to be our big 3-hour live that I'm absolutely super excited about for Christmas in July. Let me see if I can, let me start this giveaway, and then we'll see if I can get that live actually scheduled. We're going to do it in the evening on that Saturday. Hopefully that is a good time for everybody. I have the elderberry on the giveaway. So there's a giveaway going up there at the top. And then let me put this on the flash sale as well. If you want me to flash anything, please feel free to let me know. Okay. I will do it for you. And let me just do 2 seconds in the evening. Perfect time. Awesome. We'll do like 6 to 9 or something like that probably. Okay. It's so hot. Nobody wants to go outside anyway. Not that we would be outside, but you know what I mean? Nobody wants to go outside and do anything. We're about 4 million degrees over here. So hold on, let me see. Can I make this live? Can I schedule this live? Where did I do that? Every time I do this, I forget how I did it before. Let me open the manager right here and see if that works. 94 and sunny in Arkansas. I think it was 101 here today, maybe. I do not know. I cannot remember. I found it. Yay, go me. We're going to do Christmas in July. We might have a special guest that day. That will be amazing. He is going to be so excited for that. All right, so that's military time. So 1900 is 7 o'clock military time. Is that right? No, that would be 9 o'clock, right? So what is 7 o'clock? Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, come on. It's going to be 3 hours. 7 is 1900. Okay. And then no minutes. And then come celebrate Christmas in July. In July with us. All right. But why won't it let me do that? It only lets me do... there it is. Is it because it's 7:55 right now? It won't let me schedule it for anything before 7:55. All right, you know what? We'll do it at 18:55. That'll be 6:55, right? So, no, military time. I used to know military time. It's a little confusing. All right, so now we have 6:55 to 9:55. That's 4 hours. No, that's right. That's 3 hours. That's too early. Hold on. That's too late. Hold on. We're going to do this. Can I open it? No. Cannot do that. Can I edit it once I did it? Probably not. It doesn't let me edit it. So we'll just delete it and try again. All right, one more time. Christmas in July. It's fine. Everything is fine. I know what we're doing. It's totally fine. 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's do, and we'll do 3 hours. And then let's create 5:50 to 8:50. Okay, that's what we're doing. It is now 5:50 to 8:50. Okay, Kay, I see you making a purchase. Thank you for your purchase, Kay. Okay, hold on. I got to write you down so I can make sure you get your free sample of our new Liberty tea. Okay, and now go up here and tell me if you can register for our live from 5:50 to 8:50. Does that seem right? Dang, that seems like that's okay. All right, I'm just saying. Okay, thank you for your purchase. Is Christy here? I don't think she's here. Hey, firefighter, how are you? Hey, where's my bell? Looking for my bell. don't know where it went. I bet a kid got a hold of that bell. We have basketball until 5. Okay, so we're not registering for this live because we have basketball until 5 that day. Let's try again. Pretend I didn't even do that. So what time should I schedule it for? 6:55 to 9:55? You can't, we unregistered now because I had to delete it. we have basketball until 5 o'clock, so we have to wait. So should I do 6:55 to, I want to do, finally. There we go. All right, 7. Kim, I'm having a problem here. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a big problem. All right, 6 to 9. Will that work, honey? He knows our schedule better than I know. Will that work? We're doing a free sample with purchase tonight. You get a free sample of our Liberty Tea when you purchase tonight. Tell me, honey, is 6 to 9 a good idea? Yes. All right, cool. I got it now for 3 hours. Christmas in July. 3 hours, 6 to 9 p.m. We got it working this time. Thank you, Father. Okay, now you can go register for our event. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Evelyn, how you doing? That was so much fun. That was awesome. Okay. Elderberry syrup is nature's virus fighter. Has been proven to lessen the duration of viruses and the severity of symptoms. We started using it back in 2018. We are dual live on the YT, so if you are over there, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. We have a huge amount of, or we're trying to open our store over here, so at 500 subscribers we can do that. So thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing. And if you're over here and you want to go over there too, thank you for that. All right, I'm Kristen. This is Blessed by Elderberries. This is our company. We've been in business since 2018. We started simply because my kids were sick all the time and I was over it. Okay, totally over it. Go up here and register for our live. Make sure you enter our giveaway for our 16 ounce of elderberry syrup. We started taking this every 2 hours, every day, and we started not having to go to the doctor as much. We went from being sick and in the doctor's office every 2 weeks to once or twice a year, and that was huge, especially since we were constantly there. Even the nurses in that doctor's office, thank you for registering for that live, even the nurses in the doctor's office started using our elderberry syrup, and that was huge. So now we have this business. It was just one post on social media. Social media is huge, right? Oh yeah, no, not that. No. No, I get in so much trouble for that. No, I'm elderberry syrup, nature's virus fighter. Hi Amber, I'm good. How are you? If you look, it is not thick, it's not goopy, you're not putting it on your pancakes. It is delicious. It has 7 ingredients. It's all natural: elderberry, cinnamon, clove, turmeric, ginger, water, and honey. It is a year shelf stable before you open it, and then 3 months in the fridge after you open it. Okay, so last year we had a huge year of lots of different kinds of sicknesses. Panda, yes, you do. So if you register for the TikTok giveaway, TikTok actually picks that giveaway, not me. So if you're not here, they can't pick you. So it is very good as jelly. We do have an elderberry jelly. I've been making, I think I've made about 10 batches of elderberry jelly. Thank you for registering for that live. In the last 2 days, I have made so much jelly. And so it is so good. Oh yeah. No, if you, so register for the live to come to the live. We'll have lots of giveaways that day. Hi Roxanne, but this little bag right here is a giveaway that we're doing right now. And it is the pint of elderberry syrup. Thank you for the gifts. That is so very kind. So we started using it. We started this business, and now we have over 4,000 5-star testimonies of people who have used our elderberry, used our products, love them, and just, it has helped keep them healthy. It has helped support their bodies in so many ways, right? And so, hi Christy, how are you? You can't get it in the store. So you're talking about the elderberry jelly? Yeah, the elderberry jelly, we do have some in stores in our area, but you can't generally get elderberry jelly in the store. It has to be somebody that is kind of a homemaker. It's not really like a big product, you know what I mean? Amber, that is so cool. So we have some stores in the, I gave our Heart Me a new look. Nice. Hi, Christy. I'm good. How are you? I love it. Everybody is here tonight. How are you guys? Okay. There's a poll here. Thank you for the poll. There's a giveaway here, and then go up here and register for our live on the 11th of July. We're going to do our Christmas in July. We're going to have a special guest come and say hi. We got to talk about that last night. And then we'll have a few things that we did during Christmas that'll come back as well. Thank you for the daily, Kim. Christy. All right. How's your migraine? That's what I was going to ask. I mean, oh, maybe I shouldn't ask it that way. How's your head doing? Roxanne, thank you for registering. Okay, elderberry syrup was our first ever product. I'm going to go on to other products here. But if you are like, I just really want something to help with my immune system, I just really want to stay healthy, how do I do that? Then I will tell you that the first thing you do is use elderberry syrup. That's it. Just stay there. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be one of those things where you're like, I could use all of these. You could just use elderberry syrup and be absolutely fine. Okay. It is not thick. It is not goopy. Okay. It is. Thank you, Kim, for the poll. It is just a juice. You're just taking a tablespoon a day, right? I dream of that big. It's a lot. You know, on TikTok, when you pull up our product, it says hot beside the quart. You know why it says that? Because this is the best for your money per ounce. This is the best for your money per ounce, okay? And then this is the one that people try to see if they like it. This is the one that people try to see if it's good. This is 16 ounces. It's an 8 ounce. It has 16, not 16 ounces. This is an 8 ounce. It has 16 tablespoons. So it's a half a month for an adult. Now, the pint is 32 tablespoons. It's a whole month for an adult. And then the quart is 64 tablespoons. It is a hot item. So good. Hi, Jerica. How are you? So this is the one that people start with. And generally, especially if you have a large family, you have several people that are going to be using it every single day, this is the one people go to afterwards. I don't blame them. We have 8 people in our home, and we go through a quart really, really, really quickly. Nice to meet you, Anne. Thank you for dropping by. Hi, Fluffy. How are you? So we just have all. Now, some people do stay with the pints, and that's because there's only one person in their house, and they take it every day. But you do have to be consistent with elderberry. I will tell you that, just like any other nature thing, any other thing that you're using that is natural, you do have to be consistent with it. Take it a day, a tablespoon a day, to stay healthy. And then if you feel like you got exposed to something or you have something coming on, then this is the one that this is the one that you keep and you go to 2 hours. Okay, so that's why a lot of people buy this. That's why a lot of people go with the quarts. That's why a lot of people do it. Mrs. Katrina, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. We have a new tea. It is our new Liberty tea. It is our red, white, and blue tea. No, this is the normal jar. This is the quart. You registered for the live, Christy. Thank you so much. There's a poll here. There's a giveaway here. And then to go up here and register for this live. And then tonight we are giving away a free sample. I can put it right here. That's so cool. Of our Liberty tea when you purchase. So you can try our exclusive Liberty tea. This will probably be gone at the end of July. But we made this for America's 250th birthday. So I'm really excited for you guys to try it because it is really good. It's the only tea that we have that has vanilla powder in it. I tried vanilla powder a couple of times. It just did not work out. It did not taste good. This one tastes really, really, really good. Okay, really good. Latranya, thank you for the daily. Okay, now, sometimes people ask me, that's okay, girl. Don't even worry. I'm glad you're here now. And if life is rough, I'm still here. Whenever you're able to come and hang out and talk to us and us pray for you and all of those things, that is totally amazing. Now, sometimes people ask me, how do my kids under one take? Our pre-made is made with honey, okay? And some people ask us about monk fruit and sugar and all that stuff, you know? And so here's the deal. You can use the DIY bag. The DIY bag has all the ingredients in the bag and all the instructions you need on how to make your own elderberry syrup right there on the back, okay? Super simple. You're not going to mess it up, I promise, okay? And they keep for about 2 years in the fridge, in the cabinet, okay? Super easy. Somebody's coming down the stairs. They're coming down a little slow. James, thank you for your purchase. Okay, hold on. Let me write you down so I make sure you get your free sample. It tastes like liquid apple butter. The pre-made tastes like liquid apple butter. It is so good. If you do the DIY bag, yay, auto delivery. If you do the DIY bag, you can make it with maple syrup. You can make it with your own local honey. You can make it with anything that you want. Monk fruit, sugar, the sweetener helps to be the preservative, okay? You don't have to put some other thing in it to preserve it, just the sweetener, okay? That keeps it 3 months in the fridge. Now, I love the DIY bags. This one makes a quart of elderberry syrup, which is the big one, okay? And then we have the one that makes the pint of elderberry syrup, which is the little one, okay? Okay, so the DIY bags are my favorite when it comes to making your own elderberry syrup. Who won the giveaway? That was so quick, but that was mostly me flubbering around trying to figure out how to make that live, right? Ding! For a user with a lot of numbers, congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, we're gonna go to the teas. You got another quart yesterday. Aw, thank you, firefighter. We're gonna move over to the teas. Now listen, I made a ton of Liberty tea today. Like so much Liberty tea, so much. Well, I made it and then Gina bagged it for me. So we're gonna be giving away one of our Liberty teas. Oh yeah, Nikki, that's right. I always forget to talk about that. If you want to get a bundle of DIY bags, we have them. If you're like, man, I really want to save some money. I really want to stock up. I really want to stock up for the coming year because it's not that far away. It's now July. I'm not going to say it out loud because next month is August. I'm not going to say that out loud, but it is now July. If you want to start stocking up for elderberry syrup to stay healthy next year, to make sure that when your kids are going to school, when you're out in public, when you're dealing with all the stuff, you can get the 3 DIY bags. That's less than half price than 3 pre-made quarts. It's super simple. Definitely a great way to stay healthy. You know, great way to stay healthy. Yes. Okay. So let me go over here. We're going to talk about the teas. I'm going to put them all on the flash sale. All of our herbal teas. All of our herbal teas come in a 4-ounce bag. Some of them come in a 1-ounce sample as well. If you get the 4-ounce bag, you get a steeper. Okay? The steeper helps you to make your own tea. All you have to do, thank you for the daily, Mrs. Katrina, is open it up, put your tea in there, and then shut it after you've set it in your water and let it steep. Okay? Open it, dump it, use it again. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Again, don't get overwhelmed. Sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know where to start. Just start with the elderberry syrup. Just the elderberry syrups. Literally it. Just do it. That's the only one that I would tell you. It's where I will make sure everybody starts because it's just going to show you how powerful the elderberry can be. We went from being sick and in the doctor's office every 2 weeks to once or twice a year, but we've had testimonies about heart health and skin health, gut health. Like, there are some I can't even tell you. Okay? Check out the poll and then go over here and enter the giveaway if you haven't yet. And then go up here and register for our live on the 11th if you haven't done that yet. Okay? Okay. So, let's go over here. We're going to start our flash sales for our teas. And I'm going to tell you guys all about them. The only one I don't have is Balance. I'll tell you, it is a good one to be drinking if you have that time of the month happening. Okay? Not from experience. Maybe. Anyway, it's a good one to be drinking. Okay? Okay. It has red raspberry leaf in it. Red raspberry leaf has vitamin B6, which binds to estrogen and progesterone and helps balance hormones for women of all ages. I don't actually have one to show you. Ah, I see what I'm doing here. Why is it doing that? It's 8 o'clock, right? Select time. You know what? I just want it to start immediately, but it's not going to, so let's do this. It's 8 o'clock. 8:02. Okay, it can't be. With the sample box of teas, Alyssa, sample box of teas will go on flash sale as soon as the flash sale will let me do it. It's apparently having a whole issue, and now it's all different, and I did not know what was going to happen. So what is 8 o'clock in military time? 20? I don't know if that worked or not. Okay. Did that just work? Fantastic. For future, would you put like what each one is? Oh, I got you, Alyssa. Yeah, I should do that. I have heard. Hi, Stephanie. I have talked to people about doing that before, but I just haven't gotten together like a little card to go in there. I kind of move my box around, and so like when people are live and they buy the box, I let 9 samples go in there. And so then when they're not live, it's 7 samples. So I need to make a card, and I should do that. So maybe I'll just make that a priority very soon, because I can understand how you get them all and you're like, wait, do I do something with these? But also, if I'm honest, you just drink them, you know, just, does it say balanced tea right here for y'all? Because it doesn't, it's not saying it for me. Just drink them, you know, they're going to help one way or the other, but yeah. Okay. All right. But yeah, so that's a good idea. I need to do that. I need to do that. There's a million things, but that's a good priority thing that I need to do. All right. Here are our teas. We have right now 10 teas. We started with 6, okay? The herbal tea business has grown quite a bit, simply because there's just so many ways that herbs can help your body. Herbs can support your body. Hey, Sammy. There's so many ways for herbs to support your body. And so the herbal teas and the mixture of the herbs and all that are such a great way to release stress, to release anxiety, to go to sleep, to help your body calm, to help your body stay awake, to help your body have, you know, gut health, to help with energy, to help with skin, to help with healthy hormones, to help with, you know, there's so many ways that they can help. And just having a nice, either soothing cup of tea when it is hot, cold outside, which it is not right now, but when it is hot, you can make it into a cold tea, and it's absolutely the same thing, just cold. Just put your sweetener in it before you make it cold. Thank you, Sammy, for the daily. And so all of these teas are 4-ounce bags. They make about 25 to 35 cups of tea. They all come with a steeper if you get them, and then you can make your own tea. Some people make gallons of tea. So good. Okay, check the poll here, go enter the giveaway here, and go up here and register for the live, please. And then we are dual on the YT, so if you go over there and subscribe and like, and thank you for following us, and thank you for all the things, super grateful. Balanced tea, which I don't have a bag, that's the only one I don't have, is great for happy hormones. So it has vitamin B6, which binds to estrogen and progesterone, and helps balance hormones for women of all ages. Fear does not control me is our affirmation, because fear is an emotion, okay? It's an emotion that we should just allow to keep us from going into dangerous situations, right? So not to keep us from living our life, not to keep us from doing what God asked us to do, okay? Okay. The Berry Bliss is one of our summertime teas. That and the Radiance may not be around after summer. I was looking for it. May not be around after summer, because this is the strawberry, freeze-dried strawberries, freeze-dried strawberry powder. It has lemon, it has hibiscus. Hi, Marion. It has all of the really yummy ingredients in it. And so it just tastes so good cold. Like if you need something refreshing, if it's 103 where you are, drink this tea. Put it in the refrigerator, make some sun tea, put some ice in it. It is so delicious. Okay, so delicious. So that is the Berry Bliss. It is so good. It has hibiscus in it, which is heart healthy, lemon, which is great for the liver. It has spearmint, which is great for happy hormones. So, you know, it's such a good tea. The next is the detox tea. The detox tea has lemon, ginger, and orange peel, along with elderberries and elderflower. If you are bloated, nauseous, gassy, you just feel gross after you eat, if your stomach hurts, you should drink this tea. Okay, it is citrusy, it is delicious, but I have literally used to have such horrible stomach pain every time I would eat. Hi, thank you for sharing the live, Marion. And this tea soothes it just like that. It is so good. It it works so well. Okay. Okay. Next is the Harmony Tea. The Harmony Tea has skullcap in it. If you are an overthinker, okay, if you can't make your brain shut off at night, if you need your body to relax, rose petals, which are in this tea, actually help relax your muscles. And then you want to know something really cool about this tea. One of my viewers, one of our customers here, said, "Can you make this tea for us?" Now it was a different kind. It was a different tea, okay, with some different ingredients. And then we had rose petals, and I had had rose petals for probably a couple of months. I had accidentally ordered them, and I was like, "What am I ever going to do with these rose petals?" Well, wouldn't you know it, what I did with these rose petals was put them in the Harmony Tea because they help with the immune system. They help relax your muscles. They are so good for your body. And so they are in and part of our Harmony Tea, which is going on a flash sale right now. Okay? All right. Well, about 7 seconds. When I say right now, it takes about 8 seconds for it to start. Next is the Healing Tea. It helps get the mucus out. We have 2 teas that help get the mucus out too. Okay? The Seasonal Tea and the Healing Tea, which is the one I have on now. This has peppermint in it along with elderberries and rose hips. Peppermint helps get the mucus out. This has lavender in it. Thank you, Chrissy. This has lavender in it. It has lemon, lavender, and peppermint, which are all natural decongestants, the Seasonal Tea, and then elderberries and rose hips as well. So both of these teas help get the mucus out. They're so good. If you wake up and your face feels like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, it's getting ready to be fall. I know it's 105, but it is July. And when the trees start changing and stuff stops coming out, this is the tea to be drinking. In the winter, this is the tea to drink. In the winter, okay, I'm just saying. So these two teas are great to help get the mucus out. And then we have the Power Tea. If you would like some energy, okay, all natural energy, something to help wake you up, right? Then without energy drinks, without your out of your chest, all that kind of stuff, drink the Power Tea. It has hibiscus in it. Hibiscus is heart healthy. It helps you have a naturally healthy blood sugar. It has dried cranberries and the elderberries. It is tangy, it is delicious and easy to drink. So make yourself some Power Tea, put it in the fridge, and when you accidentally sit down in the chair in the afternoon and you're like, oh my gosh, I could go to sleep, drink the Power Tea, okay? Drink the Power Tea, seriously. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've been like, I'm so tired, and I drink the Power Tea, and I just have this natural get up. Now I don't feel like I'm pushing myself to get out of the chair. I don't feel like I'm trying to convince myself to actually do something. I know, it's so good. The Radiance Tea is one of our summertime teas. I was just talking about it a minute ago. It has blueberries in it, has lemon, it has lavender, it has elderberries. The sweetest thing happened. We have our teas at the Old Mill of Guilford in Oak Ridge, North Carolina. And my husband went up there, and one of the ladies was sitting on the porch drinking our blueberry tea, and she loves it. It's so fun to have people stop me and tell me, or my husband to go somewhere and then tell him how much they love our teas, how much they love it. Made a sun tea with the Radiance. I bet that was good, Nikki. I need to make sun tea. I need to get a glass container so I can make some sun tea. But I love this. I love being able to make these teas. It is amazing. I'm so excited for all of you to try the Liberty tea because it has that vanilla powder in it and it smells so delicious. And not only that, it tastes so good and it tastes different than any of our other teas. And I think that is what's so cool, is that all these teas kind of taste different. They have a different flavor. They have a different, effect on your body. They have a different benefit. And I just think that is so fun to be able to do that. We'll have some fall teas coming out when the summer teas kind of go in. I don't know what they are yet, but I have some ideas. Chrissy has an idea. Chrissy, I saw your idea. I haven't opened it yet because I need to be able to write it down. I know, but I don't want to put the plastic in the sun. I have maybe an irrational fear about that. So maybe I should let that go. It does not control me. The Soothe tea is lavender, chamomile, elderberries, and rose hips. Chamomile helps you go to sleep quicker and stay asleep longer. Okay, so the Soothe tea is a great sleep tea. Last picture with the coffee filter. That's a good idea, but we don't have any coffee. We have Keurig. So We don't have anything glass. That's my thing, is I want to get something big and glass and make the sun tea with it. These two teas are great for sleep. Okay, Harmony, and then you have the Soothe, Bait, great for it. Oh, nice. That's awesome. So these are great. These are great teas to help you go to sleep. Okay, we do have mason jars. We do. I think Jamie just got it so that we're gonna have one here on coming. It is coming, forthcoming. Okay. When you have kids, glass. It is true. You cannot have glass. They break everything. Sometimes they break things they don't tell us they broke, and all of a sudden, just like the other day. Hi, Keisha. We found them in the cabinet. We found a glass in the cabinet randomly broken. Like, why? Why didn't you just tell us? Why didn't you just throw it away? I mean, there's that. There's a trash can 10 feet away, possibly. Hey, Carla. Probably less than 10 feet. There's almost one in every room of the house. Just throw in the trash, okay? Okay. This is the Tea Lover Sampler Bundle. You did? You messaged me where? You did? Keisha, where did you message me? I'll be honest, I get a lot of messages from a lot of different places. We're running a giveaway right now on the Book of Faces. Oh, okay. See, I'm such a bad email checker. I'll go look. We're running a giveaway on the Book of Faces, and I have multiple emails coming in, and not emails, but messages coming in from that right now. And so I'm just like trying to stay away and focus. I'm like, oh God. Okay. This is a Tea Lover Sampler Bundle. It comes with seven 1-ounce samples of our tea, but if you get it while we're live, it comes with 9 next Sunday. Okay. Next Sunday is in the 5th, or the Sunday after that, as in the 12th. Yeah. Let me know which date that is. Who won? Alyssa, congratulations. Okay, the 12th. Okay. Good thing is it's an email, and it won't take me long to get to you. Okay, so the Tea Lover Sampler Bundle, if you purchase it tonight, it'll be on free shipping. Not only will it be on free shipping, but it'll have 9 1-ounce samples. Now, it won't have the Liberty tea in the Tea Lover Sampler Bundle, but when you purchase tonight, you do get a free sample of our Liberty tea right here on the screen. So it will come with all 10 samples, essentially, of our tea with the Tea Lover Sampler Bundle, okay? Yay, now you have all the teas. That's awesome. I cannot wait until you guys try the Liberty tea. It's so good. I don't know, it's just so different. Okay. I made a huge batch of it today. I have never made a huge batch of something that makes 20 bags, but we're getting ready to put it in the Old Mill of Guilford. And then we've had several purchases from the TikTok shop as well. Go up here and hit the poll, and then go over here and, nope, there's no giveaway going. So go up there and hit there's no giveaway going, so don't do that. Just kidding. I was saying things. And then go up here and register for the live. So I'm on the YT. I'm on the TikTok shop as well. We are working to open our store on YT. We got to have 500 subscribers to do that. So thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following us. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you and thank you and thank you and thank you. Okay. Let's go over here and put this. So I have that one. And then we'll do this DIY bag. And the affirmation is, I am open to my blessings. To be open to your blessings, you have to treat what you have right now with respect. Are you having a pantry live? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, so it's going to be our Christmas in July live. It's going to be 3 hours on the 11th of July. So we're going to do a Christmas in July that day. We're going to have a special guest come that day as well, so I'm super excited about that. And then it is on July 11th in the evening after basketball. Okay. I know, I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun. I got to put up the Christmas tree. Thank you for registering for the live. So just go up here and click, and it'll come down and it'll say live and live event, and you can register for the live. Okay, the giveaway is going, the poll is going. Register for that live, and I'm going to go down here and we're going to skip over jelly, because I think I've been jellied out, but there's jelly, just so you know. Phyllis, thank you for your purchase. right, let me write you down so I can put the new tea. Ding. So, Carla, you asked me about samples for the Liberty tea, and I wasn't going to do samples because I wasn't sure how long it was going to be around. You know what I mean? But I decided we're going to keep it around till about the end of July. So we did put a sample. You see the red, white, and blue stickers right there? Isn't that fun? Anyway, they're red, silver, and blue, I guess. So we did the Liberty tea as a sample, but we're doing that as a giveaway or as free with purchase tonight, so that so you guys can try it before you get it. I know, it's so cute. You can't really see the silver, but it's all right, whatever. Totally fine. Looks cute on the back. I hope you love it. I think you're gonna love it, Sammy. All right. Yeah, somebody was like, Kristen, you should do samples. I was like, okay, fine. You know, okay. I listen when we have things going on. I listen. Not yet. Not yet. I want to get the free samples with purchase out first, and then make sure I have enough to do that. So, John asked me if I ordered it. That's so nice. I love that. That's so nice when the hubby's like, did you get it? Did you go ahead and get it? You should go ahead and just get the tea, because you know you're going to love the tea. No, it's totally fine, Carla. Anyways, I said I was going to skip over jelly because I've done about 4 million things of jelly over the last few days, which I have. But I am going to tell you about the infused honeys. So, no, not yet, Carla. I got to do the free with sample first and make sure I have enough to go out with all the purchases. And then once I do that, I'll come back and probably put it on as a 1 ounce. So, this infused honey, this is the elderberry infused honey. This is delicious. It is raw honey and elderberries together. It is super good for you, for your throat, if you feel like, you know, okay, I will. If you feel like something is going on in there and you just need something to coat your throat, it's also delicious on your pancakes, delicious in your tea or anything you put honey on, you can use it for. Now, we do have elderberry honey straws and lavender honey straws as well. So you can just carry them around. If you need something sweet, you can just open it up. And then we have 3 infused honeys. This is the habanero infused honey. It is spicy. So if you like spicy, grab this. We put it on ribs. I put it on cream cheese crackers with jelly and all of that stuff as well. Oh, yay. You shared it with a coworker. That is so sweet. Oh, the lavender is out of stock. Hey, honey, could you go put like 10 lavenders on the shop? Register for the live. If you go put 10 of those lavenders in, that would be amazing. Pretty please. Thank you. Okay. This is elderberry jelly. We're not going to talk about it because I'm about jellied out. But it's delicious, just so you know. I have made so much jelly, you guys. It's delicious. Okay, this is the fire cider. The fire cider is amazing. I thought I had some right here. Here, this one. The fire cider is amazing for your gut health. It is amazing for your immune system. It is a little spicy. This has a raw apple cider vinegar, raw Pacific Northwest honey, onion bulb, garlic bulb, ginger root, chili pepper, horseradish root, dandelion leaf, and turmeric root in it. Okay, it is spicy. So I like to tell people to take a teaspoon of this and then a tablespoon of the elderberry syrup afterwards. We do have a bundle for that, and we do have only one more on the TikTok shop of those. So I'm going to throw that on the flash sale real quick, and then whoever grabs that one, that'll be the last one until we get some more fire cider in. People will be like, I don't want anything that says fire right now because, you know, it's about 400 degrees outside. Totally fine. I get it. But this is good for you. Okay. So use that elderberry to soothe the apple cider vinegar. And thank you. And then let's see. Jamie said he restocked the lavender. And so now we have lavender infused honey in as well. So it's just lavender and raw honey. That's it. It doesn't taste so overly lavender, you know, but it is delicious. It has like a little bit of lavender taste. And I know I say it is delicious about 4 million times during my live, but I will tell you that most everything we have is absolutely delicious. I haven't found one thing I don't like yet. Could be biased because it's my business, but just saying. Yeah, I need to take that off because I haven't restocked it yet. I need to restock it, like actually restock it. Once I do, I'll put it back on. Okay, so that is Blessed by Elderberries. That is us. That is our company. That is what we do. Now we do also have the Old Mill of Guilford on our on our TikTok shop as well. Does the fire cider have to be used within a specific amount of time once it's open? I mean, not really. It does have a best by date on it, which this says March of 2028, but it's apple cider vinegar and honey, so it kind of lasts forever, you know. But you could use it up until the best by date if you wanted to. Some people put it in the fridge, some people don't. It doesn't have to go in the fridge after you open it. My kids put it in the fridge because they like the taste better when it's cold. So I like it better when it's not cold. I like their little thing down here that says thank you bees on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. It says thank you bees. I think that's cute. It's only kind of spicy. It's only kind of spicy. You're welcome, Sap Too Sad. Okay. So let's see. The Old Mill of Guilford is a small business right down the street from us. We have almost all their stuff in our TikTok shop. And right now we have a bundle with their 250 cookies that they have for it. Okay, it goes right into your soul. All their flours, all of their grits, all their pancake mixes, all of their scone mixes, all of that is stone ground, which means the entire grain, the entire kernel is ground up. So you're getting all the vitamins, all the minerals from these bags. It's real food. It's not enriched. It's not fortified. It's not bleached. It's just real food. Okay. In our TikTok shop, we have cookies. We have pancakes. We got scones. We got gingerbread. We have all the flours you can want of. The flours have higher protein than most flours, 12 to 14%. We have a high gluten, which is a high protein flour. It's around 14%. Their regular flour is around 12%, 10 to 12%. So they have a great amount of stuff. We have rye flour in here, which is great for your sourdough. It is so good. We have spoon bread. We have oats, which are great for your overnight oats. I mean, we have grits, which if you've ever eaten grits and you got them at the store and you had to put a ton of butter and salt in them to make them work, you don't have to do that with these because they're so good. Okay, you don't have to. They have so much flavor. They're so much better for you because they are whole grain, since that whole kernel is ground up. But everything in our TikTok shop from the Old Mill of Guilford is straight from the miller, straight to you. It's not a bag of sugar. It's just delicious. Okay? Okay, so let me go back up here and I'll show you this. This is their newest product, is the 250 cookies. Okay, they have you had the Old Mill pancakes this morning. That's awesome. This is their cookies. These are brand new for them. They're sugar cookies with sort of like I don't want to say chocolate covered candies. They're red, white, and blue chocolate candies. There you go. Red, white, and blue chocolate candies. So you can get the bundle with the cookies and our brand new tea. And I'll put it on the flash sale. If you get these cookies, you don't have to smash them. Okay? When you make them in a ball, you do not have to smash them down onto the thing. Okay? Oh, nice. You got a new waffle maker. Maybe that was my problem when I tried to make waffles. Maybe I needed a new waffle maker. I mean, that's okay. Don't get me one, honey. I'm just kidding. I don't think I would actually do a good job. I burnt those waffles pretty good. That was a good one. You know, I generally can make food decently, but the waffles didn't work out so well. They stuck to it, and then not only did they stick to it, they burnt while they were sticking to it. So I don't think I'll do that anymore. Melly, how are you? Okay, go up here and check our poll, and then enter the giveaway for the pint DIY bag, and then go up here and register for our live. It's our Christmas in July live, and we'll have a great amount of time with a great fun time with that. We'll do lots of giveaways. We'll have goals set, and we'll just I think we'll do pantry boxes. We'll see, because what I want to do with the Christmas in July is going to be a little different, and so I think we'll do pantry boxes, but I'm not super sure yet. We'll see. So it's going to be a little different than normal. A little different. I am open to my blessings is our affirmation for this giveaway. Now, I'm open to my blessings by cheering for other people. That's such a big deal. And I know it doesn't feel like it, but when you cheer for somebody else, you open yourself up to blessings. When you are happy for somebody else, even though you feel like they might be doing better than you are right now, or you wish this was for me, or you wish that, or you wish you had this blessing, blah, 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 all these things that go through your mind, it is so much better when you cheer and when you are genuinely happy for people. If I could give you any advice, it would be fake it till you make it in this area, okay? Because I remember hearing this when I learned to do this, when I learned how this would open me to my own blessings. I remember thinking, what if I'm not really happy for them? What if I really wanted that to be me too? Who's to say that's not your blessing, but later down the road? But who's to say your blessing is not almost the same but different because it's you? You know what I mean? Hey, Glenda. But being happy for other people when they are doing well, when they are being blessed, that opens you up to yours. You don't know what your blessings are. You don't know. But you know that God has them for you. He's not giving them away. He's not, oh, this is Kristen's, but I'm going to give that to Christy. Oh, this is Kristen's, but I'm giving that to Kim. Oh, this is Kim, but I'm giving that one to Carla. No, that's not what he's doing. God has your blessings for you. You. So here's the deal. Here's how this works. Hi, Sam. How it works when you're happy for somebody else, you're not coveting their business. You're not coveting their blessing. Right? You're not coveting it. You're not like, I wish that was mine. Because when you're coveting their blessing, when you want what they have, then you are not able to look around and see what God has for you because you're so focused on what somebody else has. You're so focused on their blessing that you don't see yours right in front of you. And when you can't see yours right in front of you, you can't go for the opportunities. You can't work for the opportunities. You can't say yes to the opportunity to have your blessings because you're so focused on somebody else and what they have. The grass is greener where you water it. So, thank you for the poll. So, go up here and enter the giveaway. Go up here and register for the live. So you are open to your blessings by being happy for other people. Also, you are open to your blessings by treating what you have now with respect. Doing the best you can to take care of it. Even if it's something you don't like. Maybe it's a job you don't like. Maybe it's a house. You don't feel like you guys are busting at the seams. Maybe it's a car. Maybe whatever. But whatever it is, you take care of it to the best of your ability. God knows what you're doing. He knows it's the best of your ability. You take care of it to the best of your ability because that is a blessing that he already gave you. And he needs to see you taking care of that one before he gives you more. I feel like it's such a parenting thing. I need to know they're going to take care of something before I give them something else. You know? And it's the same. With much responsibility, with a lot of stuff, much responsibility comes, right? Like, I'm not even saying that right, but you understand what I mean. If you get a lot, you have to be responsible with it. If you have a lot of influence, you have to be responsible with that influence. If you have a big house, you have to be responsible with that house by taking care of it. If you have a bigger car, you have to be responsible with that car by taking care of it. I think the biggest one is influence. For whatever reason, I guess because I'm in the creator space, quite frequently the biggest thing is people want more influence. But with more influence, thank you, Carla, comes more responsibility. Comes more strength that you need to have. You got to have some mental strength to be in the influence space and let things roll off your back. Because people are going to say and do things all the time. Maybe nice, maybe not nice. You know? And you have to remember to let that roll off your back. You have to remember that you can mute people. You have to remember that this is your space. And you have to remember that you're using your influence to shine your light. Yes, Carla. Since you purchased, you'll get the sample tea with the purchase. Thank you for your purchase. So, be open to your blessings. Okay. Who won the giveaway? All right. Glenda Marsh. Congratulations, Glenda. Congratulations. Hi, Melissa. How are you? All right, you guys. Let's see. I'm going to do a devotion. The reason I'm going to do it now is because I'm going to read it out of What Happens When Women Say Yes to God. And it's a longer devotional, but it's so good at telling a story, and I think that's amazing. If you want me to flash sale anything, please feel free to ask. Do remember that if you purchase tonight, you get a free sample of the Liberty Tea to try. Okay, the Liberty Tea is our brand new tea, America 250 anniversary tea. It is the only tea we have that has vanilla powder in it. It has strawberries, blueberries, elderflower, vanilla, and lemon, and it is the elderberries. It is so delicious. Okay, so delicious. Thank you, Diana. The Book of Faces does have a giveaway going, so go check us out there. We are on the YT. We are everywhere, really, as blessed by Elderberries. But on the YT, we are working to open our store. So if you haven't subscribed there, we have to have 500 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing there. Thank you for watching there. We have 7 watchers that have been on consistently, and I think that has been amazing because that is probably the most. And my kids are like, Mom, nobody's there. You know, they're used to being in these lives that are like hundreds and hundreds of people. Mom, nobody's there. You know what my answer is? We're new. We're working. You don't get to jump right into things and all of a sudden it's this huge success. That overnight success is not a real thing, by the way. Like, it's not real. It doesn't happen. And I say this with the most love. When you see somebody that is, thank you for being in 2 places at once. When you see things that happen and it feels like that all of a sudden they're just successful, it's because you don't see the back work. You don't see all the things they did before this moment of success. You don't see how long it took them, how many sleepless nights, how many prayers, how many worries, how much work, how many early mornings it took to get there. Nobody sees that work. You just see the result. You just see the blessings. You just see the business. You just see the lives. Huge, right? But nobody sees what happened before. And Mr. Beast is one of my favorites. Like, he will tell you, he made so many videos before all of a sudden he was huge, right? And he is now so big. And I think it is so inspiring because he will be very honest with, this took work. I didn't just sit down and all of a sudden we're Mr. Beast, right? It took a while. And the same with this business. It didn't just happen. In 2018, I did make a post and it did start. But we've been up, we've been down, we've been all around. We've been to the bottom. And then we went back up. But that is how it works. Don't expect it to go from 0 to 100 in a minute. Because you don't want it to. And if you're like, Kristen, but you don't know, I really do want it to. Okay, be ready. If you really do want it to, and it happens, you have to be ready up here. Up here. You can do the hard work. You can do it every day. You can get up, you can do the hard work every single day. But what makes or breaks you is up here. Your mental strength, your mental stability, your mental everything is what makes or breaks you. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, that's the truth. And then when people are telling you, hey, you can't, you shouldn't, you're not this person, this is not you, I can't believe you think you can, all this kind of stuff, when you can let that fly off your back, then you absolutely can. Then you got this. But that's where other people's words of condemnation, other people's opinions cannot matter. You cannot let them matter. You have to understand that your relationship with God, your purpose from God, that is what matters. And that is where your blessing is going to come from. Okay? All right, so let's do this. We'll do our devotion. I think my kids, did they just go do the ducks? They just went to do the ducks? The ducks, the kids are going to do the ducks every night, and then they're jumping in the pool. That's what they're doing. And then they're coming home soaking wet an hour later. Noah took me to do the ducks with him, okay? He goes, it takes me 20 minutes to do the ducks, and then I just jump in the pool. I try to be his, like, cool parent confidant, but I was like, no, Noah. Noah. Thanks for telling me, though. Okay. God's communication channel. The gatekeeper opens the gate for him, and the sheep listen to his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he was brought out, all his own, he goes on ahead of them, and his sheep follow him because they know his voice. John 10:3-4. Thought for the day. When we invest in spending time alone with God, he will speak to us, and what we hear from him in these quiet moments will be echoed in other places. It's still 90 at 8:37. Is it 8:37? I don't know what it is here, but it looks really hot outside. I'm not even looking outside. I can just tell you it looks really hot. Do you spend time alone with God? We shouldn't wait to hear from him just on Sunday mornings or during a weekly Bible study or when a speaker comes to town. There are places to confirm what we've heard in our time alone. These are places to confirm what we've heard in our time alone, where we are personally studying God's word, learning more about his character, and listening for his voice. Oh, what joy it is to know God speaks to me. But I've found that many believe this vital element in their relationship with him. As I've talked with people about my own radical obedience journey, they are quick to ask how they might hear from God too. Maybe you have some of these same questions. How do I know if God is speaking to me? How do I discern whether it is his voice speaking or just my own idea? What if I feel God is telling me to do something that doesn't make sense? There is no magic formula for being able to discern God's voice. We can learn to recognize it the way we recognize the voices of those close to us, by knowing him. And when we know him, we can tell if we're feeling led to do, if we can tell if what we're feeling led to do is from him or not. I'll be honest, though I do hear from God, I've never heard his voice audibly. When God speaks to me, it is a certain impression on my heart that I've come to recognize as him. I've also learned to ask 5 questions to help me determine if what I'm hearing is from God or not. Does what I'm hearing line up with Scripture? Is it consistent with God's character? Is it being confirmed through messages I'm hearing at church or studying in my quiet time? Is it beyond me? Would it please God? You know, I'm going to pause here for 2 seconds because I'll never forget I had a friend, and her and her husband were going through some really rough times, okay? And he said, and I'll never forget this, God is telling me that our marriage is over. No, that's not him. Did I say that out loud? Yes, sure did. That's not him. Because it does not line up with Scripture. That would not please God. If you know good and well, God would not say that. Don't trick yourself because maybe that's something you want to happen. Because it's hard right now. Because you're in a hard situation. Because maybe things look bleak even though they're not. Don't allow Satan to take over. This is the same here that we were just talking about a minute ago. Don't allow Satan to take over here and make you think that all the situations out here are bad. Things are bleak and they'll never be good again. None of that is true. Asking these questions helps me tell the difference between my thoughts and God's impressions. However, we must be careful to always remember these questions are only a starting place, a guide to consider. Ultimately, God wants our ability to know his voice to come out of our close relationship with him. Look at today's verse. Now, let's reread the verse with some clarifying remarks added in. The gatekeeper, who is Jesus, opens the gate, a way for us to have direct communication with God. For him and the sheep, which are you and I, to listen to his voice. He, God, calls his own sheep by name. He speaks to us personally and leads them out, providing us with direction. When he has brought out all his own, he goes on ahead of them, and his sheep follow him because they know his voice. They know his voice because they have spent time with him. John 10:3-4. Jesus is the one who provides a way for us to be able to talk to God and hear from God. God calls us by name. He wants to have a personal connection with each of us. Think about when you call someone's name. You know that person. You're calling on them so the two of you can connect in some way. This verse is telling us that the way God wants to connect with us is to provide direction for us in our life. He has gone before us and sees dangers and trials that we will face. He is telling us the way to go, the perspectives to keep, the things to avoid, and the things to hold fast to. Most of all, he is speaking to us because we are his own. Because we are his own. And he wants a relationship with us. He loves us, adores us, treasures us, and has a good plan for us. He longs for us to know his voice and listen to his voice. The only way to know and trust God is to spend time with him. I never want to be outside of God's communication channel. I want to yearn every day for the things he is trying to teach me. The fact that he places this message in everything I see is a sweet confirmation of the way. He is faithfully leading me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Dear Lord, I love how you communicate your word to me wherever I go. Speak to my heart today in my quiet time with you. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, we hit 100K tonight. Ain't that something? That's really cool. Thank you so much for that. God wants to communicate with you. You don't know how it's going to happen, but he's going to use every way he can to do it. It might not be through who you think it's through, should be through. You might try. Okay, here's the deal. Everybody is going to hear a different thing, a different voice. Some people think, I can't listen to that person about this. So you find a different person to listen to. Somebody who you relate to. Somebody who you connect to. Sometimes, up here, we're so stubborn. We have so much going on and so much negativity that nothing can break through, but Jesus is going to keep trying. He's going to keep bringing you to places where you're going to hear about him, where you're going to hear what you need to hear, where sometimes you're going to feel what you need to feel. I would encourage you to listen. And when I say listen, I don't mean listen to respond. I mean listen to hear. Listen to learn. Because he's going to teach us one way or another. He's going to get a hold of us one way or another. It's your choice. Whether you listen to learn or you listen because, you just got to. You listen to respond. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It is July 1st. It's about to be the best July ever, even though it's going to be hot. And we're going to talk about the weather. But we're going to be reminded of Christmas in July on the 11th of July. So go up here and make sure that you registered for our live on your TikTok shop, so that you can come and hang out with us, see our special guests, do all the giveaways and all the fun stuff. Remember, you are loved. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with us. If you need to be reminded, we'll be back tomorrow, Lord willing. God bless you. You too, Nikki. Love you.